Good afternoon mga kapatid, ako si Lynn Olivario at ito ang Newsroom 5 Live. Napapanood tayo live sa www.news5.com.ph at pati na rin sa Facebook News 5 at News 5 Features. At pwede nyo rin kami i-follow sa Instagram at News 5 Features. At ngayong hapon makakasama natin ang ating mga kapatid sa Philippine Women's Football Team na sina Ina Palacios, Camille Rodriguez at Patrice Empelido. At narito sila, syempre, we invited them over dahil kagagaling lang nila sa Tajikistan kung saan successful ang kanilang campaign. Nakapasok tayo sa second round ng Women's Olympic Qualifying Asia or yung qualifying tournament para sa 2020 Tokyo Olympics. Good afternoon, girls!
Hi, good afternoon.
Hi, and thank you for being here. Syempre, congratulations on your successful first round stint. Kamusta kwento niyo naman sa amin yung experience? How was it competing in Tajikistan? Of course, you started the campaign with a 9-0 rout of Singapore. Kamusta yung buong? Was it what you expected? Kamusta?
It was cool.
I think overall we just enjoyed the whole experience. We trained 2 months before flying into Tajikistan, and we really just took it one game at a time. And thankfully, together we were able to get the results that we wanted.
And on the way there, it was kind of challenging for the team because we had a long day to travel. And the next day when we arrived, we played our first game, which was against Singapore. Of course, Singapore was also at par with us regarding the weather where we train and used to. Since Tajikistan was really cold, it was really hard for us. And for them also, it was freezing. It was like,
Zero
Yeah, it
to
was like 0.
5, single digits.
How cold is cold?
cold, like you can't feel your fingers.
You see your breath.
Yeah, you see your
Talaga?
breath almost every day. So.
Because I think the weather there now is going into the winter season. So nasakto na you're able to play there.
Yeah.
And
Besides that, also the elevation is different, so it was really hard for us to breathe. So that was also another challenge.
And I can only imagine gano'ng kahirap yun for athletes, lalo na dito sa Philippines na sanay tayo ng mainit and dito kayo nagtitrain. Sinanay niyo ba yung mga sarili niyo for that kind of weather?
Actually, no. When we were training here, we were just training at results. So we didn't have the means to train ourselves beforehand with the elevation and the weather. So when we got there, at least for the half of the team, they already played in Tajikistan a year before. So we already knew what to expect. But for the other half, they had no idea. So it was really hard for them to adjust, especially on the first game.
Like what Ina said, like a lot of half of the team were already in Tajikistan the year before. So in a way, this time around, we came prepared. So now we have like thermal gear, headgear, gloves, and yeah.
Pero kahit may mga ganong kang gears, iba pa rin yung sobrang lamig, di ba?
Here, kasi you're not sweating eh. So parang you feel so tight. So hindi tayo sanay doon.
So dun sa other half na first time experience, talagang titiisin mo na lang.
But besides that, nag-enjoy naman sila. Syempre, hindi naman dito malamig eh. So pag nakatikim sila ng malamig, parang natutuwa rin sila.
How did that help you that you started your campaign with a 9-0 rout of Singapore? I mean, sa confidence niyo, momentum building wise, how did that help?
I think it helped us to see that we can do it, like despite the challenges, and that we're finally here to play. And it was a good stepping stone for the next few games.
And I think the best part was that we didn't expect to beat Singapore 9-0.
Yeah.
So I think for the first game, we saw the potential of the team. So we just grabbed that and took that with us for the rest of the whole tournament.
Heading into the tournament, ba modest? What were your expectations? Was it modest? Was it? Of course, everyone's going out to win, not just to to compete. Anong mga na-meet niyo ba? Parang did you like exceed your expectations, or was this what you expected?
It is what we expected. So we really expected to qualify for the next round. But we knew it wasn't going to be easy. Especially coming from our last tournament, which was
Indonesia.
AFF. Last July. We didn't finish the way we wanted to finish. So we just tried to work harder as a team so that we could achieve our goal for the last tournament.
So, yeah.
And I think the key factor also to the success of this tournament was the preparation that was put in and the time we spent together. Even though it was just 2 months of preparation, we were all housed together the last month. So we were able to grow and bond more as a team, which I think showed in our chemistry and our performance right there.
Yeah. So we worked really well on the field together, so it showed that we had great team chemistry.
Yung 2 months na yon, every day, magkakasama kayo?
Every day, twice a day.
Aha.
Walang family day, pati Sunday.
Talaga?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Family.
At least nag-pay off, di ba, sa chemistry? Yeah. So after no Singapore, you defeated Tajikistan 3-1 and then Mongolia 5-1.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you lost to Chinese Taipei na nangunguna dun sa group stage. Yeah. So para ano yung well, you talked about kanina the weather. Ano aside from that, ano yung pinaka-challenging parts ng tournament?
Well, I think it's not knowing how your other opponents would play. Because for Tajikistan, we played against them last year also for the AFC qualifiers. And Singapore, we've been playing them for a few years.
Kilala niyo na.
Yeah, we know how they play. We've had videos with them. So we had a background of how you how you should play them. But for Mongolia and Chinese Taipei, it's our first time going against them. And it was difficult for us to adjust. Siyempre, magiging medyo defensive kami. Protektahan muna namin yung goal namin. But as the game went on, we were able to play our game na rin. That's why we were able to win against Mongolia, but unfortunately not Chinese Taipei. Although we had just as much as chances as they did. So we just had...
They just came out like the better team.
we
And
just didn't convert the goals.
What was it like playing against Chinese Taipei?
as a team, they're organized and very patient. So they actually did not pressure us when we did get the ball. So I think it helped us. It was a good learning. Got many learnings from that game because we're able to see which areas and points of improvement for, especially as we go into the next round, which we may potentially meet again. Yeah.
So sa April 2019 pa itong second round, right? And the draw has yet to happen.
Yes.
So pero mas tough doon, I suppose, because isa na lang yung top na lang of each group ang papasok, and like ito na top 2 of each group. Paano niyo paghahandaan itong April? I know it's still a few, a couple of months away, but how do you plan to prepare for it?
Actually, if it were up to us, we'd be training now every day. But we don't call the shots. But I guess what we could do as players individually, we start working on our own, training wherever we can, and then hopefully when formal and official training come along, we get to be prepared.
Pero nakakatuwa na sinabi mo na if it were up to you, gusto mo nang mag-train ngayon. Kasi usually, di ba, when you come off a tournament outside the country, isipin mo pagod, so break muna. Pero nakakatuwa na kayo mismo yung raring to go back to the field and practice. Bakit ganun yung feeling?
I mean, we love to play, and our team is like family. So the chemistry that we have inside the field is the same chemistry we have outside the field. So it's really easy for us to get along with each other, and it's nice to have everyone around all the time.
And I think like it's a good way to cap off the year. I mean, this year was a very high and low for the national team. So coming off, ending the year on a good note makes us more excited, especially for the eventful year next year, which we have 3 tournaments, especially the SEA Games, which we will be hosting.
Yes.
And that's exciting to finally, represent our country and our homeland. Yeah, I think the last time Patrice was in that team. So.
The veteran.
She's the youngest one.
Everyone's just motivated to play again.
Okay. How does it feel na, syempre, coming off, kakatapos lang din ng, middle of the year, yung Asian Games, very successful. Mga gold medalists natin ay mga Pinay. So how do you feel na nakakadagdag kayo doon sa girl power along the likes of Heidelin Diaz, Marjeline Didal, yung Casaso, our golf gold medalists. Anong pakiramdam?
Dapat kasama kami doon pero hindi pa ako nangyari. But anyway, kasi nandun din kami a month before nung Asian Games But with that, just very happy and proud to know that women can also play and excel in their own field of sports. So just seeing us play, women succeed, it just keeps us motivated all throughout. So we just keep going. It's a nice feeling.
And I think it's a good way to inspire other young girls also, especially since women's football especially is growing here in our country. So yeah, we do it for our countrymen, but also the young girls who aspire to be part of the national team.
And for the love of the sport.
Of course, always. Tagal, kahit wala nang bumabalik.
How about si Patrice? How do you feel when you know na yun, kasama kayo dun sa mga inaasahan nating?
Very proud because this year has been very great to women's sports. So, yeah, just like what Cam was saying, a lot of inspiration for the young ones. Like, we're doing it for them. So hopefully we're showing a good example to them, and hopefully people see that we also should be getting the same respect as our male counterparts. So that we can do it.
And speaking of the love for the sport, what age kayo nagsimula ng football? Bakit football?
Sa akin, kung pipiliin ng tatay ko, 5 years old pa lang, simula na ako. But I formally started training at 10 years old.
10 years old.
You, Pim?
5 years old.
5.
Really? Young. Me? I don't know, but I'm pretty old. Like, it wasn't
Teenage.
old. It wasn't
Let's say 13.
as young as them. Mga, let's say, 13. Yeah, because I was playing other sports before.
Bakit football? Ba't football yung napili niyo?
Well, for me, I have 2 older sisters, so they first started playing it. So I really looked up to them. So every time they played, it was very family oriented. So my mom and I would watch them play. So. And also, my dad was my first coach. So
Interesting.
Oh, sweet. Same. My father was. No, my father also was a football player, and until now, even if he's pretty old, he's still playing. So he was my inspiration, and also my younger brother who went home with a gold medal. I saw it, and I was like, I want to win too. That's where it all began.
Me, I don't know, I just wanted to try a different sport. And then,
Ano ba yung sport mo dati?
was in taekwondo. And then, no, kasi,
Kicking pa rin.
no, my dad would teach us different sports. And then, yung one sport na hindi niya tinuro was football. And sa school ko natutunan yun. And then from there on, I just never stopped playing. It was the sport, I guess.
Na-enjoy mo talaga?
Yeah.
More than taekwondo or...
Yeah, and I think I like having a team. It's a different feeling, yeah.
And then, you talked about you wanting to inspire younger girls or, others to get into football. Open ba kayo, yung national team, may efforts to play or train with, or hold clinics for young kids?
That's always an option. I mean, the sport has given so much to us, so it's only a matter of time to start giving back. And yeah, I just want to give a special mention to a non-profit organization which does that. So it's Girl Scout Game. They're a non-profit organization which empowers women through sports. So like basketball, volleyball, rugby, and football. And they go around the Philippines and give clinics for underprivileged young women. So hopefully, our team starts that movement too and ride on to that movement because
We'd be happy to give back anytime.
Sure.
Yeah, it's really nice to inspire younger girls and see them play and grow as a person and as a player.
Ano yung mga tournaments na sasalihan nyo sa 2019? You talked about the SEA Games, which everyone is excited about. Syempre, lalo na dito sa atin gagawin. Ano yung mga sasalihan nyo next year?
So we have the second round of qualifiers for the Olympic, which will be held on April. And then I think right after that will be AFF, which is the Asian Football Federation. And then towards the end of the year, we have the much awaited SEA Games.
Very, very much awaited.
Yeah.
How do you like our chances dun sa SEA Games?
I mean, if we continue the momentum that we have now and prepare well talaga,
Yeah.
we could bring
It's
it
not
home.
far, yeah. It's not far.
We understand.
We
Pero
could be on this.
ngayon ba na-excite na kayo sa prospect na dito sa atin
Of course.
gagawin?
I mean,
Last
it's
year pa lang
always,
when we
yeah.
found out na we're
Hosting.
hosting. Super excited na.
Iba yung motivation na dala ng sarili mong country. And playing here, it's no
It'll be
better
something
feeling.
else.
Yeah, no better feeling. Yeah. So,
Sino-sino yung mga gusto niyong pasalamatan na who supported you on tour? Baka may shoutout din kayo. You can thank them. Sige,
Yeah.
Patrice muna.
I just want to say thank you to our federation, Philippine Football Federation. So, thank you.
Yeah, also to our manager, Mr. Cheng Nascarian, for taking care of us. And our coach, Coach Let, she really prepared us well for this tournament. So, all thanks to her.
yeah, my goalkeeper coach, Coach Melo, and Miss Elaine, our head of delegations, and to all our family and friends who's always been there to support us. Thank you so much. Without you guys, we won't be here.
Super nakakataba ng puso, lahat ng suporta na binigay nyo para sa amin. Ngayon na nanalo kami, especially when, we don't do as well. So, everything we do it for the flag and our country.
Yes. Thank you.
Sa mga football fans na gusto kayong panoorin once you start training for this second round, saan kayo pwedeng mapanood? Sa Rizal Memorial Stadium?
Or Carmel.
Yeah, our Twitter account will announce
Yeah.
where we'll be training at, and they could always catch us on our training days. They don't pay. You don't have to pay.
Open.
to get
Yeah.
in, so it's open training.
Open
so,
to everyone.
Yeah, open to everyone.
Follow us on Instagram, Filipinas WNT.
Pilipinas WNT.
Yeah.
Tapos sa Twitter,
I think it's the same.
Pilipinas W.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
And then yung social media accounts niyo, saan kayo pwede i-follow ng mga kababayan natin?
Go
Yeah,
plug
we
in.
have plug in, diba? We have a Facebook page, so follow, like our Facebook page, headed and managed by Mia Mantayra, who's always supporting us. Philippine Women's National Football Team, and then on Instagram and Twitter at Filipinas WNT. I think that's it.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon, and good luck sa 3 tournaments na naka-line up for next year, and I hope we make it to the second round all the way
hope so too.
to Tokyo. Gutom na 2020. Tokyo Olympics. Hindi kasi malapit na mag-dinner di ba? You can also follow me on Instagram at FrouyGirl, FRAUEYGIRL, or on Facebook, Lynn Olivario, tas nandun yung link sa aking Twitter at Instagram accounts. Kung gusto nyo balikan itong episode nito, you can always watch it on www.news5.com.ph. Maraming salamat for joining us this afternoon. Ako si Lynn Olivario at ito ang Newsroom 5 Live.